video is going to be about. I don't know what the title is going to be, and I don't even know what we're going to be producing, but we're going to be making something. I have a few friends that hold me accountable. One of these guys, he messaged me this morning and he said that my video better be online by the time he wakes up. There's going to be a ton of lessons and we're going to make something. So let's get into it. Always remember that writer's block doesn't exist. It's just your current emotional state. If you're struggling to make music or produce something, you just gotta push through, because when you do, you feel very, very fulfilled. It's pretty much the definition of our quote: make music now and you'll thank yourself later. And I will literally demonstrate it in front of you right now. So I kind of feel like making a beat rather than an EDM track, because literally 99% of my tracks on my YouTube are EDM tracks. Let's get a little creative with this one. So let's just put this in the playlist, and I'm going to apply some random effects to it. I want to make this very atmospheric, so we can apply some Valhalla shimmer, and this is going to basically turn it into an atmosphere. And maybe we can put this an octave up. And I want to bring up the character of the Valhalla shimmer or the reverb, so we can apply an OTT. And then what if we just apply a trance gate? Alright, let's EQ this real quick. Alright, very interesting. I'm gonna be honest, dude. My perfectionist mind is screaming at me right now, but I'm just gonna have completely no judgment towards whatever we're making right now and just see how it goes. Alright, so maybe we can make a melody or something like that. I'm probably gonna completely warp this after I make it, so it doesn't really matter what the melody is gonna be. It can just be really random. Okay, I'm just saying in my head right now, just trust the process. Because, for example, we could apply a portal to this and just completely warp it. Okay, that sounds pretty cool actually. Apply some reverb to this. Okay, so maybe a bass, specifically this one. Okay, so at about this point is when everything starts to become a little bit easier. Like, you get something down, you start having more ideas and you start getting more inspiration because you're heightening your emotional state. And if you're not at that point yet, just keep pushing. All right, let's get a pad or something like that. Maybe this one. It's more of a detail. It's just kind of filling it up a little bit more, specifically the mids. Apply some reverb to this one as well. Alright, I'm just gonna continue adding more layers to this, and I'm starting to get more inspired at this point. There's this one weird preset I have, this one. Some weird effects. Maybe we could even bit crush this. Alright, let's do one more layer and then we should be good. I don't want to layer it too much, I just want to keep it simple. So this is just more of an airy layer. All right, let's split these. At the point that you actually start feeling inspired and you actually like the ideas that you've put down, that's when it gets very fulfilling. So let's arrange this a little bit. And like I said, we're gonna make a beat, so might as well get an 808. Get this one right here. Dude, why is my arm falling asleep? And obviously we want to remove the bass whenever the 808 comes in so they don't clash. Okay, so here's something pretty cool. I have this one master preset right here. I made it like 2 years ago, and this is very, very unorthodox. I only do this when I'm producing beats like this, not when I'm making EDM. I boost the crap out of the highs, and then there's this limiter right here. The ceiling is boosted all the way up, then I boost the gain, which obviously boosts the volume. And then after that, there's a soft clipper, which just rounds off everything. So this limiter causes the entire track to clip, and then the soft clipper just rounds it out and makes sure it doesn't go above a 0 decibels. Does that make sense? So it's very, very weird. I rarely do this, but it gives it a really fun sound, and I'll show you in just a bit. So we could try doing 2 808s at once. We can make this weird fill here and then variate the velocities. Something like that, and maybe even the octaves. Okay, so now we are getting somewhere. Make some hi-hat pattern. Let's get a clap. See, and now my mind is throwing all these perfectionist thoughts at me, which are just forms of resistance. So I'm just gonna keep pushing. So I found this weird percussion sample, and maybe we can incorporate this. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Maybe this one. Alright, what if we add another 808? I know it's a little bit weird, but let's just try it. You can put it in the second section. Bro, this sounds like rap, this sounds like all modern rap beats. I know it does, okay? Please don't comment or I'm gonna Alright, we can do this really cool reverse 808 effect. This is really cool. If we take this and put the velocity all the way down and make it very short, then we can put a note a couple octaves up, and it's gotta be a slide note. Then we can increase the velocity, of course, of the second note, and then it does this slide effect, and we can put it right here. And we can use this as a transition, which sounds really, really nice. Let's add a hi-hat or something, an open hi-hat. We could even make a fill right here with just the hi-hat and the clap, and that might help transition into the chorus or whatever this would be. Okay, so I kind of want to make another melody with this pad real quick, and we can put it in the second section, and this will just kind of help the track evolve more. Okay, so this is really random and it kind of sounds stupid, but I'm gonna warp it anyway, so it doesn't really matter what the melody is. Trust the process, it's more about the end result right now. So I have this one effects rack that I made a while ago, this one right here. It's basically a shaper box preset with an EQ that just cuts the lows, and then OTT. Okay, should I add this sample? It's gonna be a little bit weird, but I think it could work. Sounds like this. Let me just change the key and see how it sounds. Yeah, I think we'll keep it. And then finally, what if we did like a can opening sound or something like that? Yeah, like this one right here. It's kind of random, but it might fit. So before I play the final result, this video has multiple lessons. Recently, I wrote in my community posts that if you surround yourself with producers that have the same goals and aspirations as you, you're going to reach those goals like 10 times faster. Like I said, I had this one friend that literally texted me and said that my video better be out tomorrow even if it's not perfect. So having people around you that will hold you accountable, as well as just forcing yourself to make music. Like, I'm very thankful that I pushed through. I really want it to be the same for you. So at the beginning, this video didn't really have a purpose, or at least I wasn't exactly sure what it was gonna be, and now it does. So here's the final result. So this video goes to show you that creativity isn't always a beautiful process. You're not always just walking through a field with sunshines and rainbows and butterflies. A lot of the time, creativity is you sitting at your desk, having a headache, but still making music. So just imagine where you could be and what you could accomplish if you just pushed through a little bit more every time you didn't feel like making music. And that is exactly why we say make music now. Thank yourself later. Peace.